everyone here at MPHA. I am very grateful to be here and very grateful for all of the hard work that you do to improve health equity and access across all of the socioeconomic um, identity, all of the communities that we have here in our wonderful state. And I'm really grateful that I'm able to be here today and give you a little moment of grounding and self-care that hopefully will be supportive for you starting today and this meeting and maybe moving forward through the year as well. And so with all of that said, there will be a little bit of movement, but I'm going to have it all be so that you can do it in the chair so that it's accessible to everyone. And that if, again, you really enjoy this and want to be able to do it in the middle of your workday, you can do that. So as you're ready, I am going to invite you to start sitting back in your chair and closing your eyes if that feels comfortable to you. And so as we're settling in, as you sit in your chair, start to really notice the points of support that your body has. On your seat, from the chair, maybe your hands resting in your lap or on the armrest by your side. Noticing where your feet might reach the floor or feeling a cushion. Or maybe you're sitting on a couch or another surface. And again, you're feeling the support at each point of contact you have. From there, start to notice if you can feel different temperatures of air on your skin. And then, can you notice the farthest away sound that you can hear? It might be something that you recognize and can label or not. And then notice the closest sound you can hear. And if your attention is not there already, please shift it to your breath. Maybe that's noticing how your body moves as you breathe. Maybe that's noticing the sound of your breath. It might be tracing the path of the air on your breath with your mind's eye as it flows in and down and up and out. And notice how by simply giving your breath some extra attention, it has begun to change. How your breath has begun to grow and deepen. Your breath is your rhythm. It is a thermostat as it can help indicate how you're feeling. If you find that your breath is quick and shallow, you may be discovering that you're a little stressed or anxious or frustrated or sad. And if your breath is slower and deeper, it may mean you're more calm. It may also indicate that you're tired. And like the thermostat, We can use our breath to adjust how we're feeling. And so especially right now, on this Thursday evening, I invite you to continue to deepen your breath. And if it feels all right, gently hold your breath in at the very top of your inhale before you exhale, letting it out. And as you do that, on your next inhale, if it would feel all right, start to lift your chin, maybe even lifting your chest, holding it at the top for a moment. And as you exhale, lowering your chin, maybe even rounding your back. And again on the inhale, lifting your chin, maybe lifting your chest, holding it at the top for a moment, as we know that that's energizing for the body and the mind. And as you exhale, lowering your chin, maybe rounding your back if you'd like that stretch in your back. And we'll do this one more time. Inhaling, lifting your chin, maybe lifting your chest, which brings a bend into your upper back. And as you exhale, lowering your chin, maybe even dropping your chin to round your back. We'll sit up tall once more and adjust what we just did now. So if it would feel all right, I ask you on your next exhale to either slide your hands forward so they reach your knees, or start to slide them down your legs. And if you have armrests that reach forward, you can do this on the armrest. And as you inhale, you'll sit up tall again, bringing your hands back so they rest either mid-thigh or on your armrest once more. As you exhale, you might glide the hands forward. They might go farther down your legs to bring the stretch farther down your back. And as you inhale, feeling your chest lift and expand, maybe pausing again at the top of the inhale if you need that little energizing boost. And one last time, exhaling, reaching your hands forward to your knees, the tip of your armrest, or even down your shins to get that stretch deep into your back. And then sitting up tall. One last time. And if it would feel all right, gently start to turn your head from side to side. You can stay there, and this turning can be any amount. So if it feels better to keep it smaller today, listen to your body. We are reconnecting with what it feels like within us at this moment. And we are accepting that with the same amount of compassion and empathy that we work to bring into all of our interactions within every community that we enter. If you wish, you can start to bring that turning or that twist all the way down your back. Again, gently turning from side to side. It's as if we're warming up the body and the mind and the nervous system to be aware of its surroundings and where it is in its community. Complete the set that you're on so that you've turned to each side an equal amount of times. And then when you come back to center, you have the option to reach your arms out for a big inhale, as if opening your arms up for a compassionate embrace. And on your exhale, you can either cross your arms over your chest for a stretch in the back and that sense of a hug, Or once more, bring your hands to your knees, rounding the back. And we'll do that one more time. Inhaling, you don't have to lift the arms high to open them up. And as you exhale, crossing the arms, however feels comfortable for you, giving yourself that sense of the physical greeting that we were not able to do over Zoom traditionally. And then we're going to turn even deeper inward. So if you really want to lean back in your seat, you can do so now. And I ask you to see where your attention goes when I ask you to bring your attention to your center. And this isn't your physical center, but more of your energetic center. The center of who you are as you walk through the world. Just noticing where it lands. For most of us, it will be somewhere kind of along the spine, from the head down to the pelvis. Just noticing, might be more in the head, towards the throat, towards the heart or the chest, and the abdomen. And see if you can really find the sense of center. It might be an image, a shape, a light or color that comes to mind. It might come to you more as a physical sensation, a cooling or a heating or a gentle vibration. It might be more of a reflection on what the center is for you. These are hitting the three main ways to think: visual, auditory or linguistic, kinesthetic, more physical. And you may have one of these or a combination. But this is you. This is the you that it takes vulnerability to show and share. But it is also the you that feels more confident and brave, that is able to see things more than with just the intellect. And it is a connection to this core that helps us stay mentally and emotionally strong and resilient through whatever comes. Having this part of us that does not get influenced by rose-colored glasses, missing things that need to be addressed, but does not get defeated by dark clouds that go by. And from this center, I invite you now to start to imagine lines or strings of energy that start to reach out. Maybe you start with the 4 cardinal directions, reaching out to east, south, west, and north. Maybe you feel there's even more ready to reach out. Maybe some go down towards the earth or up towards the sky. And in this practice here, can you imagine, see, or describe or experience these lines connecting with the rest of the community here? whether watching or listening to the recording, here live or here in spirit as other things needed their mental and physical attention at this moment. Can you feel yourself connected into this incredible web of a community here, ready to improve the health and well-being of all communities that can intersect, cross, even be parallel to this web? Because in truth, there's no community that is not connected in some way. And just like with the spider web, one strand is easily broken, but the full web connected can hold so much more than its own weight, so much more than its part. It easily handles the wind and the rain. And even though you're now part of this larger whole, you still have your center. Because a true sense of community is one that includes compassion and empathy for each individual. And for that to be true, each individual needs to be able to stand there as their true self. And in turn, creating an incredible strength and sense of belonging in this community that can then go out and share this strength, this resiliency, even simply by stepping into community with another just for a moment with that compassion and empathy and hope, and again, resiliency. And as it feels right to you, start to let that experience of the web fade. It doesn't need to end, but it also can. In whatever way feels right, letting the experience of that web and your center once more start to fade into the background. As you start to once again really feel the support of the chair, couch, the bench, even the bed that you may be sitting on for a moment, of the floor, of the earth through the floor, through that chair, through that seat. Feeling where you may be supporting yourself, resting your hands in your lap or by your side. Noticing the patterns in the back of your eyelids if your eyes are still closed. And once more, noticing the sounds around you again, starting to create an awareness of the space around you, whether through sound, a mental image, or starting to open your eyes. And as you are finally ready, opening your eyes, coming back into the space that you're in. Maybe taking one last deep breath and getting ready to continue on with this incredible meeting and this incredible community. I thank you so much for having me, and I'm very glad that we were able to record that so that if people enjoyed it, you'll be able to come back and listen to all of it or just part of it again. And I am going to put my contact information in the chat if anyone has any questions or is interested in talking or learning more about any of the things you heard associated with me. I am always happy to talk and answer questions, as I am very passionate about all those subjects and about supporting the work that you do, bringing incredibly important care and education out into our communities that are often left behind.